Oh, yes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have a review for Galactic Man Shockwave, the first leader class toy in the Generation Selects toy line. He is, sub-branded War for Cybertron. You can see I got some shaky cam going on. If you don't already know, I'm in the middle of moving, so unfortunately lighting is not going to be great because there's no light bulbs in there. And, or, there or anything. And I don't have a tripod, so I gotta hold this thing. Woo. Alright, so we're gonna grin and bear it though, because we just love us some Shockwave. And we're gonna take a look at this thing today. Admittedly, this will be a briefer review than usual because of technical limitations, but I still wanted to share this guy with you while I'm stuck here in a mainly empty house. Alright, so for anyone not in the know, Galactic Man Shockwave is a toy made to homage the Galactic Man action figure that was was released through Radio Shack and is the toy that eventually went on to get licensed and become Shockwave. So it's a really out there little exclusive to get. I never thought Hasbro, they like to reference their own toys, but I never thought they'd reference a Radio Shack toy. Kind of crazy, but, digging it. I like when they get crazy. So yeah, this box is the biggest one of these little mailer types we've had so far because he's the first leader. Go ahead and open him up. Excuse me while I shake everything around a lot. Boom. All right. There you can see the inner lining has the usual siege patterns. There is Galactic Man Shockwave himself. That may be hard to tell because of my awful lighting, but he's kind of two different colors, right? His armor is like a jet black, and then his main body, though it may look black, is actually like a really, really dark gray. So there's a little bit of contrast there. I'm not sure why they went with the two-tone thing, but whatever. That's the direction they chose to go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open them up now, so give me a moment. Here's the box inverted to become a display stand, in case you wanted to see that. You just set Shockwave right on top of there and make him look real cool. Here's the big old instruction booklet for him. Galactic Man Shockwave. Front part just has big old render of him, steps to transform him to his regular robot mode, and then from the robot mode to his regular vehicle mode. Around to the back, and instructions to transform to his souped out vehicle mode. You got your compatibility and cross cells with smaller size classes, and then here we have his weapon loadout. So we got oh, that's funny. All right, so this is an RS Duo Pulse Radiograph. RS as in Radio Shack. Very clever. I like it. You got an RS1 Thermal Range Neuron Beam. These are all radio references. And then an RS Gamma Disruptor Launcher. Well, not so much. Still, I love it. This is my first time looking at these, so this is genuine surprise you're hearing. Yeah, RS. Way to really just hammer home the whole Radio Shack homage. That's awesome. Alright, here's the basic vehicle mode. This little mini spaceship thing. And you can see right here it says Galactic Man on it to make this accurate to the old Shockwave toy, or sorry, Galactic Man toy that had it right there at the top of the chest. So, pretty basic. It's got his little bridge section with something that looks like his Cyclops head on it, which is really neat. The barrel's done in gray this time, as opposed to being the same color as his arms and stuff. Here's regular Shockwave, just for a comparison. See how they line up together and how their colors are laid out a bit differently. And you probably already know this, but this spaceship mode is really just his gun mode upside down. So all you do to get there is you flip these little bits down, and then you fold his landing gear all the way in on its two hinges, and then there you go. Pew pew. It's not a perfect recreation of the original, but it's got the general look to it. Though the barrel always ends up pointing downward a little bit. Does that on my regular Shockwave too, which is a shame. Here's the super vehicle mode, which is formed by combining with his armor pieces here. This definitely makes for a much more convincing spaceship than the regular mode. Though, still got Galactic Man written, upside down across the front of it, so a little jarring. I should have actually retooled this where you could flip the logo around. That'd be cool, but wouldn't expect it. Here's Purple Shockwave for just another comparison. Again, pretty different color layouts. He's got a lot more of his primary color, whereas he mixes it up with gray a little bit, so, helps set them apart. Alright, and here's Shockwave's, or Galactic Man's, robot mode. And, nothing new to expect from the regular Shockwave version. All the same articulation, all that. Obviously, new chest decal there. His little backpack no longer matches the color of his body, so it's color layout difference anyway. And then you might notice, rather strikingly, he has a red eye, which is accurate to the old toy and also very cool looking. The old toy had also translucent red hands, but unfortunately that wasn't in the cards because the way the molding, I imagine, is laid out. So, not totally accurate, but still looks cool. One thing you might also notice is that he doesn't have a single Decepticon symbol on him, which would be accurate to the Galactic Man toy because that wasn't a Transformer. It was made before, Shockwave was even a thing. But yeah, he just looks very cool, very striking. Here's regular Shockwave. You can see they're both just very awesome looking toys. I highly doubt this figure is going to have any fictional appearance, though could kind of headcanon as one of Shockwave's little shadow clones that he is sometimes known to deploy. Kind of looks like it. Up to you. Here he is hanging 10 on his little outer space glider thing, which is made up of his armor parts. And he just looks very, very cool doing what he's doing. I love how much playability they built into his armor, how many different things it can do with him. How many different ways, the two can interact. Here's Purple Shockwave. Alright, here are guys in their alternate armor up mode. That's not shown in the instructions, but in promotional images. And, very cool. Makes them look very decked out, very powerful. One big improvement that my new Shockwave has over the old one is that this old one has a tolerance issue on that left leg, where the slightest little bit of disturbance does that. It just falls right out, it doesn't stay up. Just like flops down, and that's why I never display him in that mode because it just doesn't work for him. Luckily, don't have the same issue here. His are nice and decently tight on both sides. So yeah, that's one way you can display him. It is very cool looking. Alright, and here's old Galactic Man fully souped up, ready to do lots of battle. 3 blasters and 4 more on his feet. And again, his backpack thing that I don't know what that actually does. Maybe gives him a power boost or something, who knows. So yeah, just looks really cool. Again, I love the red eye, very neat. The colors work really well for this guy. And you can see regular Shockwave. Again, I do like how they break the colors up a little more, whereas, Purple Shockwave is very, very purple all over the place. This guy's got a lot more gray and silver mixed in, which I'm digging. I like that. So yeah, that's really all there is to say on this guy. He's a black Shockwave homages the old Galactic Man toy from Radio Shack. He is probably the most unnecessary toy to come out, in recent times. Not saying he's bad in any way, but just really out there. It's a Radio Shack Shockwave, known lovingly amongst the fandom as Shockwave. You don't need this toy, but if you want, a cool black Shockwave, maybe you had the old Galactic Man growing up because you're old. Yeah, I called you old. You might have a sentimental attachment to it. But aside from, maybe nostalgia or just the cool factor, get him if you want to. He is $50 still. You're still paying $50 for what used to be a Voyager, so, if it's worth it to you, cool. If not, it's understandable. I kind of, based purely on aesthetics, I kind of like him more than regular Shockwave, honestly. I like his colors, I like the contrast. As just a figure itself, he could go without the Galactic Man logo thing on his chest if you wanted a cool robot, but, then he wouldn't be Galactic Man. So yeah, what do you think of this guy? Is he worth picking up? Did you ever expect to get, a new Galactic Man toy after all these years? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. If you like this review, despite the shaky cam and poor lighting, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more reviews like it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you always get a heads up when I post something new. Thank you all for joining me, taking a look at Galactic Man. And with all that said, I will see you next time.